Here is my Bitcoin update. Now, I have been pretty verbal bear on crypto and on Bitcoin. Our analysis on here has been really good, and I'm going to show you our analysis right now as it's updated, as Bitcoin gets absolutely slammed here today with over a 9% drop. Bitcoin trading down to under 38,000, I believe. We'll show you this chart, and you will see that. So take a look here as we look at the Bitcoin chart. For those of you that are new to our analysis, this very busy chart actually has a ton of beautiful information in there. When you talk about cycle analysis, it's really money flows. It's really a visual way to see that. And we learn a lot from the configuration of the rhythms of the money, shown by the cycles as they form. Cycles are measured from low to low. So you see a key low right over here, and you see another one right over here, and another one right over here. And that word nesting tells you that there is a minor cycle right in there and a dominant cycle that's coming down at the same point. These yellow ovals are showing you where the periods of risk are. Over here, we were talking about a crypto crash in spring and summer last year, where we thought the first wave would bring you down 33 to 60%. And you can see it did that just perfectly. Then we had another rally and made this big double top in here, and then it came down here as expected. You can see the minor cycle right here and how that shaped up right in here. And when the two of them come down together, they come down right into here. Momentum, this is our reversal scout, which is one of our proprietary studies, which I'll show you if you watch the stock market piece that I'm going to do in just a few minutes. When it turns down right over here, it really sets a condition where you expect it to decline through the end of the cycle. Now, when I look at this, something happened here, and it wasn't pretty at all, and that is something that's called a left-hand translation. You can see our note right over here pointing here. After this bottom came as it was supposed to, we should have had a stronger rally. It rallied, hit resistance right here, as you can see, and then came down and took out that cycle low. That is a really horrible thing. That cycle low breakdown says that this whole big cycle right over here, which points way out into May, is going to be in a downward trend. You could see the minor cycle right over here, and it was projecting down. The first supports were right over here around 37,500, which we talked about as our target for this move a number of times. It got down to 37,625, and then got a rebound then here as it bounced. But you can see in here this minor cycle is saying that it's likely to continue down, and it could even get down to 29,000, to that big support right over there, that big super 61.8, or this cycle low support right there, which is at around 27,500. That is possibly what will happen. Now, we'll give it a good probability between now and the end of February. Then some kind of a rebound market out over here, and then another move down, and possibly hitting as low as under 18,000 way over here. I know people will look at it and say, well, that's craziness. We're still talking about 100,000 in Bitcoin. But the probabilities of that are very low. As a matter of fact, unless it gets over this level right over here, 52,000, which would change this analysis, it is likely to continue in this downward slide that you see. Here you could see momentum continues to be on the downside, which is really quite negative. I'm going to move over to the daily chart, and we put in a bunch of the supports and fib extensions in here, and this is that 37,300 approximately right there, and then way down over here to that 29,000. It could stop anywhere in there, but you can see this bigger cycle right there that points out towards the middle to the end of February, and that's really what we're looking at, middle to the end of February for the end of this particular down wave, and then an attempted rally, and then much, much lower prices. What we have in here is the slim ribbon, which right over here gives you the momentum conditions. You see right there that little red arrow. That's where the slim ribbon went negative and warned that the short-term conditions were poor. Here you could see the slim ribbon PO. This is our signal indicator for the slim ribbon, which talks about downside resumptions. Here it was talking about an upside resumption, and you could see that's what happened. Here it turned neutral when it turned blue, and when it's red, it's negative, and when it gives you these down arrows, it's warning about downside resumptions. And here you go. You can see each of those bringing large declines. That is a very valuable indicator, the slim ribbon PO. The slim ribbon is free and is available for the thinkorswim platform by going on our website under resources. Slim ribbon PO is only available for our level 4 and 4 plus members, and you have to have a thinkorswim account, and you can open up one of those right on our website. So that's a look at Bitcoin. The Bitcoin market, looking here on the side-by-side, has very negative conditions, as when you have the multiple time frames showing the longer time frame a negative condition in momentum, the shorter time frame a negative momentum condition. The probabilities of the largest impulses are highest on the downside. When they are all green and moving up, the highest probabilities would be on the upside. So you can learn so much about this becoming an askSlim member and really raise your probabilities of success. So that is a look at the Bitcoin market. First downside target is hit, and there's a pretty good chance that you're going to see some attempted rebounds that fail, and then the next downside targets hit also. Our projection for sometime by mid-year is for it to fall well below that 29,000 support and potentially getting below 18,000 for Bitcoin. Pretty negative scenario, I would say.